Good morning. So hopefully this audio turns out fine because my mic died. And so, so today I have a flow for you. I did write it down because I thought about it last night. And so if you're here, you're probably feeling a bit heavy, a bit stiff, or you just want a gentle way to wake up in the morning, and maybe you're feeling tired. This flow I created to just get the body moving, getting the energy flowing. And yeah, so let's get started. So we will start seated in a cross-legged position. So go ahead and move the flesh away from the sitting bones to really feel yourself rooted here. Sitting up nice and tall, lengthening through the crown of the head. Nice neutral pelvis here. So you don't want your pelvis tucking under because then you'll be rounding your back. And you don't want to be tilting the pelvis up because then you'll be arching. So really just a neutral pelvis. Mm. So before we get moving, we'll just take a few breaths together. So inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale side out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. And just land here. Maybe notice how you're feeling physically, emotionally. Okay, so we're going to begin to make some neck circles here with the nose. Go ahead and make some circles. Maybe lingering in the places that feel tight. And then reversing your circle. And then coming back to center. We'll inhale, lift the shoulders up to the ears. Lift, lift, lift. And then exhale, relaxing down. Inhale, lift the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, relax them down. Once more, inhale, lift. Exhale, relax. Plant the left palm. Inhale, reach the right arm up and over for side body stretch. Maybe pulse it out here. And inhale, spiral the heart up to the sky. Exhale, bend a little deeper. Coming back up, planting the right palm. Inhale, lift the left arm up and over. Big stretch. Inhale, open the chest. Lean back. Exhale. Coming back up. We'll make some torso circles. So inhale, open the chest. Exhale, round through chin to chest. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Go ahead and reverse the circle. And coming back to your center, we'll inhale, lift the arms up to the sky, stretch. Exhale, twist your torso to the left, right hand on your left knee, left hand plants behind. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, twist a little deeper, looking past your left shoulder. Breathing deep. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, twist the torso to the right. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Maybe twist or maybe rolling out the wrist here. Exhale, cactus arms, elbows in line with the shoulders, opening the chest. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus arms, maybe a little baby back bend here. And then we'll cross the right arm over the left, giving yourself a nice big hug, really embracing yourself here. Maybe dropping the chin to the chest and rounding it here if that feels good. Inhale, open the arms out to the side, nice and wide. Exhale, cross the left arm over the right. Nice big hug. Maybe dropping the chin here, rounding the back. And then inhale, open the arms out to the side, nice and wide. Maybe a baby back bend here. Exhale, release. We'll clasp the hands behind the back. Then we'll inhale, open the chest, look up. Exhale, forward fold, tilting the pelvis forward, hands up to the sky. If this does not feel good on your body, you can always just do a forward fold here, really feeling both sit bones rooted to the ground. Using the core, gently rise up, releasing the hands, and then we'll come to all fours. Really spreading the fingertips nice and wide, wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We'll inhale, tilt the tailbone up to the sky, open the chest, look forward. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Do this with your own breath, your own movement. Again, we can start to circle out the hips here if that feels good on your body. I know for me, I love doing this. Feels so good. And we'll come back to center and we'll ground down through that left hand. We'll inhale, reach the right arm out in front of you, spreading the fingertips nice and wide. Plug that shoulder back into space. And then we'll extend the left leg out long, toes on the mat. And then begin to lift that leg up, really engaging the core here. So tuck the tailbone slightly. Breathe. Nice long neck. So you don't want your neck collapsing here. Really reach the crown of the head forward. Release. We'll take it to the other side. So ground down through the right knuckles. Inhale, reach the left arm out in front of you, spreading the fingertips nice and wide, plugging that shoulder back into space. Breathe here. Then we'll extend the right leg. You can always stay here. Or if you're wanting a little more, you can lift that back leg up. Core is engaged, tailbone is tucked slightly, neck is nice and long. Breathe deep. Go ahead and release. Mm. So I'll turn this way to face you guys so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm still in my um all fours. I'm going to extend the right leg out to the side and I'm going to plant the foot. And then I'm going to walk my hands back and rise up. Bring my arms out to a T. Relax the shoulders down. Breathe here. Then I'm going to slide my right hand down my right leg. Reach the left arm up and over for a side body stretch. Gate pose. Breathe here, opening the chest. Really stretching through. And then we're going to come back up, plant the left palm on the ground or a block. Reach the right arm up and over, side plank. Really stretching through the fingertips. Core is engaged. Tailbone is tucking here slightly. Mm. Careful not to dump your weight into that arm. So really lift up through the hips, lift up through your center, and then coming back. Arms to a T. And then come back down to your tabletop position. And then we'll do the other side. So bringing that left leg out to the side, planting the foot down. Go ahead and walk yourself back, sitting up nice and tall. Arms out to a T. Relax the shoulders. Then we'll take the left hand, slide it down the left leg. Right arm reaches up and over, gate pose. Really stretching through the fingertips, breathing into that right side body. Coming back up, arms to a T. Planting that right palm. Inhale, lift the left arm up and over, side plank. Lifting up through the hips, stretching through, breathing deep. Coming back up to a T. Coming back to our all fours. Then we'll spread the fingertips nice and wide. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, down dog. Pressing in through the knuckles. Ears are in line with the arms here, the biceps. Paddling it out, tailbone lifts up to the sky. Bend your knees generously here if that feels good. Cleansing breaths. And then we'll begin to take a slow walk to the top of the mat. Nice and slow. Move like you love yourself. Forward fold. Keeping the feet hip distance apart, giving yourself some space here. Bend the knees generously so you can give your low back some love. And then we'll look forward. Inhale, reach all the way up. Arms to the sky. Exhale, arms down by your side. Mountain pose. Really rooting down through the earth. Standing up nice and tall, relaxing the shoulders down. Feeling all four corners of the feet. Soft knees here. We'll inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Reach, reach, reach. Look up. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips. Inhale, flat back. Elbows reach straight back. Crown of the head reaches straight forward. Exhale, release. Look out in front of you. Inhale, rise with the flat back. Arms, palms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms up to the sky, reach. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, flat back, long neck. Exhale, release. Look out in front of you. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Soft knees will inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, flat back, cores engage. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Reach, reach, reach. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Okay. So come to the long edge of the mat. We'll step our feet wide and we'll bring our arms out to a T. Fingers pointing down. That's how wide you want your feet. So the outer edges of your feet are in line with your fingertips. Hands to your hips. We'll pivot the right foot forward, left foot in slightly. So the front heel is in line with the back arch of the foot. Bend through that knee. Open the hips out to the side. Arms out to a T, tucking the tailbone, leveling out the hips. Relax the shoulders down. Front knee is stacked over the ankle. Pressing that knee back in space to the right. Seeing your big toe there. Feel this power pose. Then we'll flip the front palm up, reach forward and back for reverse warrior. Coming back to the warrior two. Flip the front palm up, reach forward and back for reverse. Coming back to that warrior two. Once more, flip the front palm up, reach forward and back. Coming back to that warrior two. And then we'll bend the right elbow, place it on the thigh. Left arm reaches up and over for side angle pose. Be careful not to dump your weight into that arm, so really lift up through the hips. Side angle. Breathe here. Nice strong feet, nice strong legs. Inhale back to reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale back to reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Once more. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Coming back to that warrior two. Pivot the feet forward. We'll plant our hands on our hips. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, release. Wide leg forward fold. Letting everything go here. Take a nice cleansing breath. So inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale, side out. My phone's about to die. Plant the palms on the hips. Using the core, we'll inhale with a flat back, rise up. And we'll take this to the left side. So pivot that left foot forward, right foot in slightly, and check your feet placement here. Front heel is in line with the back arch of that foot. Arms out to a T. Relax the shoulders. Gaze past your left fingertips. Level out the hips. Breathe here. Nice power pose. Flip the front palm up. Reach forward and back. Reverse. Coming back to that warrior two. Flip the front palm up. Reverse. Back to warrior two. Once more. And we'll come back to warrior two. Bend that left elbow, place it on the left thigh. Inhale, reach the right arm up and over for side angle pose. Lifting up through the hips, breathe here. Then we'll inhale, come back to reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Once more, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Coming back to that warrior two. Straighten that front leg, pivot the feet forward, plant the hands on the hips. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Cleansing breaths here. Letting the whole body, upper body hang. Growing heavy. Plant the palms on the hips. Using the core. Inhale, rise with a flat back. And then we'll heel toe the feet together. Come to the front of the mat. Soft knees. We'll inhale, arms up to the sky. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms, step it back, down dog. Exhale, lower the knees. Knees as wide as the yoga mat. Two big toes to touch. Melt the hips to the heels. Melt the forehead to the mat. You can extend the arms out in front of you, or you can bring them down by your sides, creating a little love here. Breathing deep. Then we'll come back. Inhale, look forward. Coming up to all fours. Cross the ankles, walk the hands back to where you're sitting on your sit bones. So we'll move the flush away from the sit bones. Really root yourself here, sitting up nice and tall. So we'll bend the knees here. And then we'll tilt the pelvis forward, leading with the chest, nice flat back for forward fold. Then you can begin to straighten the legs here, keeping that flat back. So think about trying to lift the tailbone up to the sky. Leading with the chest. You don't want to round here and lead with the head. We're really leading with the chest. Big breaths. And then we'll make our way to our backs, bending our knees, soles of the feet up to the sky, grabbing the outer edges of the feet for happy baby. Rooting the tailbone down to the earth. You can stay in stillness or you can begin to straighten the leg and then the other leg, or straighten both, or rocking side to side. And then we'll hug the knees into the chest. Reach your arms out to a T and let the knees fall to the right. Gaze past your left fingertips. Let your belly be soft. No effort here. Inhale, come back to center, letting the knees fall to the left. Back to center. And then we'll bring our feet up to the sky for legs up the wall. If you are near a wall, go to the wall and bring your legs to the wall. But if you don't have a wall, you can do this. Keep the knees soft. The more you straighten, the core turns on, the muscles turn on. You really just want to let everything be soft. Breathe here. You can stay here. Pause the video. This is a very good restorative pose. Or you can go ahead and begin your day rolling over to the side, pressing yourself up. Mm. If you're still here, I thank you. Thank you for practicing with me. I had fun. I hope you're feeling so much better. And maybe taking a second before you get off here, or I mean, when you get off here, and journal. Notice how you felt when you first started compared to how you feel now. The more you are aware of that when you're doing yoga, the more you realize how powerful yoga is, and the more you want to come back to your mat. So really paying attention before you begin your practice. How am I feeling physically, emotionally, spiritually? And then when you're done, sit with yourself. Hands on your body, one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly, and ask yourself, how do I feel physically, emotionally, spiritually? And just notice, and you're going to be like, wow, I'm doing this every day, you know? Um, and bonus, journaling. Okay, thanks.